Welcome to the Wildcat walkthrough brought to you by Scott's Distributing. I'm Danny Scott here with head coach of the Sonora Wildcats, Kirk Clifton. Coach, how you doing today?
I'm pretty good, Danny. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. You guys, 6-0 start to the year.
Mm-hmm.
But what I want to know is, the style of your guys' wins and everything. How do you keep this team engaged as the season goes on? 6-0, guys start to kind of get complacent with themselves. How do you keep this team engaged going forward?
Have the thumb on top of them all the time. No, they come to work every single day. To be honest with you, we don't really have to push forward. Sometimes we have to push back, and so that's a real luxury you have as a coach that you don't always have every year.
And then last week, offensively, 56-0.
Mm-hmm.
You had 8 offensive touchdowns, 7 different guys scoring touchdowns. You didn't have a single player go over 100 yards rushing.
Mm-hmm.
Just what does that type of game say about your offense as a whole?
We kind of talked about this a little bit a few minutes ago, but we practice really hard.
Yeah.
We practice harder than most teams. I firmly believe that. And our backups get a lot of repetition. And so when they go in there and they perform and they execute like they're supposed to, good things happen.
So I'm going to give you a few stats, but we'll wrap around back to the question.
Mm-hmm.
Defensively, you guys have only allowed 66 points this year. Your offense up to 285 after last week. You're averaging 47.5 points per game. The majority of that coming on the ground, 325 yards per game on the ground. But what does that say about your offensive and defensive lines? You're able to run the ball so efficiently, and you're not allowing points on the other side.
Yeah, I always feel like if we can hold the opponent to 14 points, we'll find a way to score 15. And we're reaching that goal right now. But yeah, the games are won up front. It doesn't, the left tackle gets paid a lot of money. The defensive end gets paid a lot of money. And the whiteouts and all that good stuff, like the NFL and all that, and NIL and all that garbage going on right now in college football. But the games are won and lost up front. And, you can lose games at the skill position. You can't lose the games up front. If you execute and they do what they're supposed to do, both sides of the football, we're going to be in a lot of football games.
And then talking more defensively, your second shutout of the year, just talk to me about your defense and what's going on there.
Well, there was only one blown coverage. We didn't check to the right one the first time. And then the second time we checked to it when they tried to run it again, and we got an interception. And again, we executed our game plan and basically to perfection, because I think one stat I heard was they only had 22 yards of total offense. And I don't know how many times they punted, but anytime you hold somebody to 22 yards, you better win that football game.
And then Chicken Ranch Casino player of the game, a guy that I got to talk to last week, Rigo Estrella.
Mm-hmm.
He wins player of the game, 8 for 8 on PATs. Mm-hmm. But the big reason was that long 50-yard field goal.
Yeah.
So just give you a chance to talk about Rigo a little bit more.
Touchdown pass. But we didn't have any field goals.
Or the 50-yard reception.
Pass.
My bad.
But he really has gotten better at blocking, and he's taken a pride in that. It's a pride thing for our wideouts to dominate the defensive back on the other side, and he really did last week. And then opened up the play action pass to him, wide open. The guy bit and went right behind him, and he caught it and scored. So yeah, just another weapon that we have in our toolbox.
2-0 in league, going for your final road game of the year already in week 7.
Yeah.
But heading to Hilmar, facing a team that you guys are familiar with. Play them every year, even before the TVL. So just what can you tell me about the game plan for this week?
Yeah, it's a really hard place to play. Hilmar is a very tough place to play. I don't care what their record is. We went down there before when in 2015 we won the section, and they were 0-4, and we went down there and we eked out a win in overtime. They're a very well-coached team. They have a lot of pride in their program, and all the way down from the little guys all the way up. And, it's going to be a really good football game. Like I said, it's a tough place to play. At least it's not going to be 110, but we will still have the smell of the Aurora down there, all the cows and all that good stuff. But hopefully the mosquitoes aren't as bad as they were down in Orestimba. I've never been bitten through my shirt by mosquitoes, like seriously 15 times. It was brutal. But yeah, it'll be a good game, and Frank's a really good guy and a really good coach, and they've won a lot of games for a very long time. So I'm looking forward to 2 class programs playing each other on Friday.
Well, thank you, Coach. Good luck this week.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the Wildcat walkthrough brought to you by Scott's Distributing. I'm Danny Scott here with 2 weeks ago Casino Player of the Game, Stephen Olley. Stephen, you were sick last week, so a little tough, but you're back at practice this week, getting ready to go. But kind of before we get into, 2 weeks ago game, I want to ask you just a few questions about yourself. So what's your name?
My name is Stephen Olley.
What grade are you in?
I'm a junior, class of 2027.
Height and weight?
I'm 5'9", 185.
What is your favorite food?
Tacos.
Favorite football team?
Eagles.
Favorite football player?
Julio Jones.
Julio Jones. Interesting.
Yeah.
And then finally, what does it mean to be a Wildcat football player?
It's amazing. I've been a Wildcat since I was 5 years old. Played my whole life, and it's always just been a tight-knit group. Every time, it's just always a family. Whether you play the same position or not, you always just want your friends and family to do their best.
So, didn't get to play last week because you were sick, but 2 weeks ago against Escalon, 18 carries, 88 yards, winning the Chicken Ranch Casino Player of the Game. Just talk about that game, what was going well.
The line up front was just paving their way. Eli, tight mesh, and just did my thing. Ran hard as I could, and yeah.
There you go. And then on the defensive side, you play linebacker, a couple of tackles. Just talk about your defensive game a little bit.
I've definitely always been more of an offensive player, but I can do what's needed on defense, and yeah, that's it really.
All right. And then this week, you guys are 6-0. Your final road game, heading down to Hilmar, who's a tough team. What's kind of the vibes of the locker room going into this game?
Just gotta focus up, gotta get the win, and then focus next week.
Great. Well, good luck this week, Stephen.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.